Welcome to this video on filtering for top across panes. You can download the exercise workbook to follow along in your own copy of Tableau. If we want to filter for the top 10 products by sales per region, this analysis can be interpreted two ways. Of our overall top 10 products, how do these 10 rank in each region? Or, in each region, which are the top 10 products? The first is fairly simple and is shown here. Right-clicking on the Product ID filter and selecting Edit Filter, then clicking the Top tab, we see this is the top 10 product IDs by sum of sales. But if we're trying to answer the second scenario, in each region, which are the top 10 products, we might be tempted to build the view we have here, then put Region on Filter, and select whatever region we're interested in. However, this view appears to be giving incorrect responses. Despite the fact our Product ID filter says top 10 by sales, we only have 7 rows. This is a matter of how the filter is being evaluated. If you're familiar with SQL, filters are written in the where of the query clause via an AND statement. Therefore, records need to meet all criteria to be returned. For the bar chart here on top, results need to be members of the top 10 of all products by sales. And if we filter by region as well, products also need to be sold in that region. If 3 of the top 10 products are not sold in Eastern Africa, the result subset will only contain 7 products. Both conditions of top 10 and region need to be met simultaneously for a product to be returned. To filter for the top 10 products in a specific region, the setup is a little different. We need to let Tableau know that region should be considered before the top 10 is calculated. We can put the region onto a context filter, like we have with market, but that isn't very easily changed if we want to look at Northern Africa, then Western, etc. Alternatively, we can use the index calculation to assign each product an index value per region, and then we'll filter on that value. Right-click in the data pane and select Create Calculated Field. We'll name this Index, and then in the formula area, we'll type index with an open and closed parentheses, and click OK. Find the new field index here in the data pane. It's currently a continuous measure. We'll right-click and select Convert to Discrete. This step is vital because we need the index values to function as labels. We'll bring this field between region and product ID in the view. Now we need to tell Tableau how to calculate the index. In other words, how we want these values to be assigned. We'll right-click on the pill and select Edit Table Calculation. We'll click Specific Dimensions, giving us complete control. Leaving region and product ID checked, we'll keep them as addressing fields. We want to do this because we need both to be considered when computing the index. We'll set at the level to product ID because we want the index values to be assigned per product ID. And we'll set restarting every to region because we want to recalculate the index assignments independently per region. Finally, we need to set the sort. We'll change it to custom and make it a descending sum of sales. Now we have our indexes properly assigned and we can filter. We edited the table calculation on this pill specifically, so we have to bring a copy of this pill to the filter shelf. We can do so by holding down the Control key while we click and drag. And we'll select just 1 through 10. Now we have the top 10 highest selling products individually per region. Similarly, we could do the same process using the table calculation rank. Right-click in the data pane and select Create Calculated Field. We'll use the rank function and have it rank on sum of sales. And we want it to be descending. We can see that what we're ranking on is very similar to how we sorted our index values. Like with index, we want to convert this value to discrete. And again, we'll bring it between region and product. Previously, we said restarting every region. Here, we'll edit the table calculation to compute using pane down. This essentially does the same thing. We can once again bring this pill to filter and choose 1 through 10. And we see that this is an alternative way to again get the top 10 products by sales per region. Thank you for watching this video on how to filter for top across panes. I hope this helps explain some of why Tableau behaves the way it does. We invite you to continue with the free training videos to learn more about using Tableau.